It's day 11 and I've got one word for you: stones. There seems to be more and more stones appearing on the surface. It's like they're having baby stones each day. They're breeding, they're populating. I'm quite happy still with the lawn. There's a nice density, I feel. It's a bit overseeded in parts, but majority is quite a nice density. I'm quite happy with how it's going. I was actually going to mow it today. I was going to give it its first mow and apply quite a few products actually. But the stones has made me think twice, because I'm worried that if I mow, stones are going to ping off the lawn, off the lawnmower, and hit the glass on my house, which I obviously don't want. So I've got a plan, and I've got a wasp attacking me there. I've got a plan. I'm gonna go around picking the stones off the surface, and then I'm gonna roll the lawn. I'm gonna roll the lawn, which will flatten the grass. Not gonna harm it, obviously, just flatten it as if I was mowing it with a roller. So it's not gonna do any harm to the lawn. But what it will do is it'll flatten the surface. And then I'm gonna apply my product. The grass will stand up again. I mean, it's been an awful, wet, dull day today. I mean, good for the garden, but just not nice to be outside in. But it's clearing up now, so I should be able to film this video. Yeah, the grass is, well, it's over 2 inches long. I like to look for about 2 inches. I might give a bit more if a customer is mowing it themselves. Let the lawn establish a bit more, depending on how good the customer's lawnmower is. Some have good mowers, some people don't. But yeah, generally I say to a customer with a new lawn, as it's grown, whether it's turf or seed, if it looks like it needs mowing, then I'd mow it, and that's my general rule. But yeah, I look for about 2 inches maybe, just a little bit more than that. But that's where we're at really with this lawn. So I was going to mow it, as I say, but plans have changed. So I'm going to roll it, well, clear the stones first, then roll it, and then apply some fertilizer down, quite a few products actually. And then we'll give it a couple of days, maybe 3 days, and then we'll mow it on this lawn. So, you know, if a problem arises, don't worry about it. Everything can be fixed, and we just sort of change direction a touch to come back onto where we want to be. But the lawn's looking good. I'm happy, as I say, with the density. Just think, I mean, we're only seeing one sward, I should say, of grass. You know, if you pick a piece of grass out, how many leaves has that plant got? So when you think about that, how thick your lawn's going to be, that's why we sow. It's best to sow thinly. If you over sow, the lawn's too thick, and it just causes fungus to develop, and lots of other problems with dieback and grass dying, and causes thatch. So it's best to be thinner. So yeah, so let's get started. I'm just going to go around with my bucket and collect as many stones as I can. So here they all are, all the stones, as much as I could off the surface. There's quite a lot. Obviously with all this rain and water in the lawn here, it's exposed all these stones that were underneath. Never mind, it's to be expected really. As I say, I had all stone pathways around my vegetable patches and the flower beds, so I thought I'd got as much as I could away, but there's always going to be some. But yeah, not too bad now. Yeah, let's roll her. So I'm going to roll the lawn with my nifty garden roller. Really handy tool to have. I'm going to fill it up with water. I don't know what it weighs actually when it's full. It probably weighs about 30 kilograms, something like that, maybe 35. Don't know, could be less. Feels about the same weight as a lawnmower, a light lawnmower. They're about 35 kilograms. So it's not going to, it's not going to re-level your lawn for you, but it just makes a nice flat surface. And that's what I'm looking for before I mow. As I've said on the previous videos, if you didn't have a stone issue, you could just mow over it. It's just soft compost on the surface. It's not going to do anything. It'll just flatten out with your lawnmower. But because of this stony soil that I've got from the way the garden was previously, I just don't want to flick any stones anywhere. So that's why I'm going over with the roller. It's obviously going to flatten the surface and the grass. And that's why I'm not mowing today, because I want my grass nice and upright when I give it its mow. So I want this to stand up. So we're going to roll it, we'll apply the product, and then we'll mow in a couple of days or 3 days. I filled my roller up with water. I'm going to roll the lawn now. Done. It's just a really handy tool to have, the roller. I was just being careful not to twist and disturb the soil with it being such young grass, so I was lifting the roller on end. If this was an established lawn, I'd just be going straight back into. So yeah, now we can start applying product. I'm going to apply 4 feeds today, 4 different types of product. I'm going to apply our normal summer feed, what we apply on our customers' lawns, so I'll apply that. So you could, in comparison, you could just buy yourself a summer feed from wherever you purchase your feeds from. Then I'm going to go on with another one of our products called green grass black moss. I'll put that down, and I'm also going to put a wetting agent. And lawns get stressed very easily. Well, everything basically stresses a lawn. Even if you put your foot on it, it'll be stressed. It's funny, lawns are one of the hardiest things in your garden, yet one of the most fragile things. But basically anything stresses a lawn out. So to help with that stress, with rollering, putting the feeds down, the wetting agent down, we're going to put another feed of our biostimulant just to help it with that stress. So those 4 products: summer feed, green grass black moss, a wetting agent, and our biostimulant. So I'll do that now. Okay, so I've put our summer feed down, just our standard feed, what we apply on our customers' lawns. As I say, if you're applying well, it depends on what season you're laying your lawn in. Obviously, if it was spring, you could put your spring feed down. We've sowed our lawn in July, so I'm putting down my summer feed. And now I'm going to put down green grass black moss, which is just a straight iron and magnesium feed. So we have to be quite careful with it. We put it down at a rate of 35 grams a square metre, which is on my little handheld hopper, is number 4. But I put it on number 5 to account for human error, operating error. So yeah, I'll just put it on a 5 and apply it, walking over it twice and spreading the feed. So yeah, I'm getting attacked by wasps quite a bit today. Don't know why. yeah, when you put the pellet down though, be careful if it lands on anything that isn't grass. So you want to clean up after yourself, make sure there's no pellet, because it can stain, and it looks like rust as well. So you want to keep it clean. It's raining a little bit. Ideally, I'd want it drier, but I'm getting it done. I want it to look really good for the coming days. So yeah, so I'm going to apply that now, and then we'll move on to the wetting agent. Okay, green grass black moss is down, and I've gave my patio a real thorough clear with my blower, just to blow any pellet away, and I'm going to be hosing it down after as well, just to make sure I don't want any stains as much as I can. I mean, it's not awful, but yeah, I'll try and prevent it. Now I'm going to put our wetting agent down. A wetting agent works at loosening up the soil surface, so it breaks it up a bit, which allows water to sort of penetrate better, softens the soil surface, helps it cope with drought. Yeah, so that's why we put it down really. It's just to help the lawn cope more, be a bit more resilient in warmer weather in the summer. Again, if the sun was out, same as green grass black moss, I hope I explained that. I'll tell you now actually, green grass black moss, because it's iron and magnesium, you don't want to apply that when the weather's really hot in the sun. Ideally you want to be applying it in spring and autumn really. It's called green grass black moss anytime you want it, as long as it's not scorching hot and you aren't expecting frost. So if you aren't getting that, then you can apply it. I mean, it's July now, there ain't no sun just yet. So that's why I've put it down. I'm quite confident. Looking at the forecast, it's just rain all the time for the next week, so I'm sure it'll just rinse in. If the sun comes out, I'll be a bit more conscious of watering in on my own lawn. So yeah, a really good product, but something that you have to work within some sort of boundary. As I say, as long as you haven't got those two things, glaring sun and frost, then you can put it down and you can get green grass and you can blacken off any moss that's in the lawn. Back to the wetting agent. Yep, we're going to put it down. It helps it cope with drought. I don't think we're going to get it. A lawn's able to retain a bit more moisture when you put a wetting agent down, meaning that it can cope. It can be a bit more resilient to drought than lawns that haven't had wetting agent applied as well. So that's why we're putting it down. Give this a good start, and away we go. I'm going to put that down now. We made it. The wetting agent's down. Now all we've got to apply is our biostimulant. I was a little bit worried that we wouldn't be able to fit this filming in with it going dark, and the weather's just been so bad. I mean, we're forecast more rain any minute now. So I'm going to apply the biostimulant, and then that's it then. I can sit back and relax for a couple of days, let the pellet that I've put in, the feed that I've put down, settle into the surface of the soil. With all this rain, I'll water it in if we don't get as much as I'm expecting, but I mean, I can feel it already starting to hit my head right now, so it's going to come down any minute. So yeah, so we had a little bit of a bump in the road. I would have liked to have mown it, gave it its first mow and then a nice second mow after the results of the product, but never mind, we'll be fine. I'll keep an eye on the weather, I'll look out for a gap, and I'll be out mowing, looking to mow in the next 2 or 3 days, and I'll keep you updated. I'll show you, I'll continue to film myself applying this biostimulant, and then that'll be it. And that's it. We managed to fit the video in. I feel really rushed actually. I hope it's not came over that way in this video, with the weather being as it is and the heavy downpours. The weather's just been awful today, but we've got this gap and we've managed to fit everything in. So the biostimulant's down, our lawn helper product is down, and as I was applying it, it reminded me of what I wanted to speak to you about as well, because I mentioned in other videos that I would speak about organic means as well of fertilising your lawn. Obviously the lawn helper is organic, and what I've applied, the summer feed, although it holds organic pellets in, it's not fully 100% organic. Our summer feed and also green grass black moss isn't organic either. So just if you want to stay 100% organic, the only fertilizer pellet that I know of is chicken manure pellet. So if you can find as small a pellet as possible in chicken manure pellet, because they can be quite large, then you can apply that down for as an organic feed if you want to stay 100% organic. If not, you can actually just continue on with the lawn helper. As I say, if you double the dose, it becomes a fertilizer. I've just put on half the product of what I put on in the first video, obviously, because, you know, I put that down first, and now I don't want a fertilizer down. I've put that down already. This is just a biostimulant boost, so I've put half a bottle down on this lawn, a normal dose for a boost. But you can double up on that, and that could be your fertilizer of choice if you want to stay 100% organic. It's a liquid feed as well, which actually works quicker than a pellet. It gets straight to the plant that way. That's why we apply liquid products for a quick boost when we apply a liquid fertilizer over a pellet fertilizer. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm glad I got to speak about organic means of going forward. Going forward with my lawn, I'm just going to watch it grow, enjoy the results. I'll be looking for a gap to mow it in the next 2 or 3 days, and then we'll go from there. Going forward, further longer term as regards feeds, I've got no fixed schedule, so I'm just going to be monitoring the lawn, seeing how it's performing. If I feel the condition of it has dipped slightly, then that's probably when I'll act, or if I just feel that it's the right time to apply, then I will. And obviously you'll be here as well as I'm doing that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.